Hi all, today we'll discuss about AWS interview question. So we will consider all the AWS interview question which will be asked by the interviewer of any year of experience, either freshers or experience. So any type of experience will be considered these type of questions related for the AWS. So all the important AWS interview questions we will cover. So here first question is, what do you know about AWS region? Why we are declaring AWS region? So once you open this AWS console, there we are defining region. So what type of regions are there? So that availability zones will be defined based on the regions. So what is that? So based on that, this is the appropriate answers which I have also linked here. So what do you know about AWS regions? And the second question is, what are the important component of IAM user? So what is IAM users? Interviewer may be asked like, what is IAM user? What is defined IAM? And IAM users, what type of users are there and what are the component will be used? So IAM component will have a IAM users, IAM group, IAM role, and IAM permissions and all. So these all are and IAM policies. So this is the second questions which has been asked by the interviewers maybe. And the next question is, what all are the important point about this AWS IAM? IAM. So what is that? So these all are the some important point which is used for this AWS IAM, which used for this. And then the next question is, what all are the important features of Amazon S3? What is S3? So S3 is mostly is a bucket which is used for the storage purpose. So there will be Amazon S3 provide unlimited storage of file. So for that purpose we use. So this is the one of the best service in AWS. And then the next question is, what is the scale of durability in Amazon S3? So what is the scale of durability? So this is the 99.99% of time. The scale of durability, this 9 after decimals and so this is the AWS durability which will be support in S3 support, Amazon S3 supports. And the next question is, what are the consistency level supported by the Amazon S3? So there are multiple consistency which will be support for this Amazon S3. So these all are this consistency which will be support. And then the next question will be what is the difference between tier in Amazon S3 storage? So what all are this? So S3 standards is the first one, and then second is S3 standard in frequency access IA, and then S3 reduced redundancy storage RS is this it, and the next question is, how will you upload a file greater than 100 megabyte in Amazon S3? What all are the ways to upload the file of 100 megabyte in AWS 3? So this is the appropriate answers, so that uh, is possibility to upload this 100 megabyte or more than of that file by using this technique. And the next question is, what happened to an object when we delete it from the Amazon S3? So suppose some of the objects are there and that we need to delete from this S3. So what will happen and how we will do that? So that type of questions they ask, interviewer can ask. And then the next question is, what is the use of Amazon Glacier? So what is the use and what all are the things will be there in Amazon Glaciers? So this is also very most powerful services are there. So mostly we use Amazon Glacier for long term backup purpose. So that's why we use Amazon Glacier. So depends on the requirement. Anyone can use on different project purpose. So that type of questions they ask, where you used Amazon Glaciers and all. And the next question is, can we disable versioning on a version enabled bucket in Amazon S3? No, we cannot disable versioning in version enabled bucket in Amazon S3. So why we are not disable? What all are the reason behind this? So these type of questions interviewer can ask. And the next question will be, like what are the use cases of cross origin replications Amazon S3? So we have a cross origin replication in Amazon S3. So what is the use, when to use, and why we are using for that? So it is used mostly to copy of an object across the bucket in different AWS region. In that time we can use these things. So there are multiple cross replications, cross region replications as follow, like compliance, failover, latency. And the next question will, can we do cross origin replication in Amazon S3 without enabling versioning on a bucket value? No, we cannot do enabling versioning on bucket to perform a cross origin replication. The next question is, what are the different type of actions in object lifecycle management in Amazon S3? So what all are the different type of actions in object lifecycle management in Amazon S3? Transition action, expiration action. And the next question is, how do we get a higher performance in our application by using Amazon Cloud Front? So all Amazon Cloud Front is also very good features and service which will be provided by the AWS. So how do we get this higher performance in our application by using this? So mostly it is used to by cache, regional location, persistence connection, is other optimizations. In that cases, mostly we use CloudFront. So CloudFront we can use, and then the next question will be, what is the mechanism behind regional is cache in Amazon CloudFront? So what is the regional is? What is the mechanism and all? So this type of the appropriate answers which I have collected. And the next question is, what is the benefit? What all are the benefit streaming content? So there are multiple benefits for this streaming content is there in AWS. So one is the control, other is content, other is cost. And the next question is, what is Lambda at the rate is in AWS? So we can use Lambda at the rate is utility to solve the problem of low network latency for the end user. So this is a very important question. Lambda at the rate edge in AWS. So these all are the interview questions which will be asked for the interviewer in AWS related for any type of experience, either freshers experience or DOT 10 years of experience. And the next question is, what all are the different type of event triggered by Amazon CloudFront? So there are multiple event will be triggered. One is viewer request, other is response, other is origin request, next is origin response. So mostly we'll have a four type of viewer request, viewer response, origin request, origin response. And the next question will be asked by the interviewers, like, what is geo targeting in Amazon Cloud Front? What is a geo targeting in Amazon Cloud Front, which will detect the country from where the end user is requesting our content? So this is a very important questions they will ask. What is geo targeting and why we are using, when to use? And the next question is, what all are the main features of Amazon CloudFront? So there are multiple features are there in a CloudFront. Mostly CloudFront will device detections, protocol detection, geo targeting, cache behavior, cross origin resource sharing, multiple origin servers, HTTP cookies, and query string parameters, custom SSLs purpose, which we will use for this geo targeting. And then what the next question is, what are the security mechanisms available in AWS? There are multiple security mechanisms which will be available in AWS to secure that. So first is access authentication, access control list, and HTTP and encryptions. So these all are which is used for this security authentications in AWS. So whatever we consider that is related for all the AWS questions, some of the questions will be asked by the cloud computing. So what all are the benefit of cloud computing? So mostly we have a flexibility, disaster recovery, automatic software update, low capital expenditures, collaborations, remote work. So these type of features will be there in the cloud computing. So that's why we are using security, document control, competitive price, environment friendly, easily we can access anywhere, anytime. And the next question is, what is on-demand computing in AWS, in cloud computing? So there, right now this is on trending for this cloud computing. It's a very huge demand on that. So based on this, protocol resource can contain network, service, server, storage, applications, and services. So this we can use. And the next question is, what all are the different layer of cloud computing? There are three layer mostly. Right now it's four layers as there. So one is infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, as PaaS, IaaS, PaaS, and then SaaS, SaaS. So software as a service. So these all are the three platforms. Right now one is also going on hybrid as a service, like that. And what resources are provided by infrastructures as a service. So what type of resource will be available for IaaS, infrastructure as a service? So infrastructure as a service will be a storage, server, router, switch, and related hardware things will be there in that. And what all are the benefits? The platform as a service pass. So platform as a service will be will be the mostly is used to the develop the applications, manage the infrastructures, uh, without any building the applications and also which will be associated with app that they want to develop. So these things will be there in the past. And then SaaS, what all are the main advantage of PaaS? So the PaaS have already many advantages are there. It allow development work as a higher level programming with very less complexity. Team can focus on just develop the applications and make application very effective and all. And now, what is the advantage of pass? So pass is a advantage like, there are multiple advantage and disadvantage will be there. So developer cannot use full range of the conventional tools and all. And then what all are the different deployment model in cloud computing? So we have a different type of models are there, like private cloud, and then public cloud. Private and public clouds will be there. Hybrid cloud is there. So what is hybrid cloud? What is private cloud? What is public clouds? And what are the different scalability and elasticity? What is the difference? There are multiple differences in there. Scalability and elasticity. And what is software as a service? So software as a service, many applications like Google Doc, Microsoft Office, these all are will be provided as a software as a service, which you have to use for the office purpose, project purpose, and depends on the requirement we will do. And then what all are the different type of data centers in cloud computing? So we have a centralized data center and low latency data centers. Explain the various model of software as a service environment. So mostly we'll use this way. So these all are the purpose way where we can use software as a service environment. And now, what all are the important things to care about security in cloud environment? So there are multiple important things there which need to be care while we use any cloud environment or cloud computing. And then the next question: why do we use API in cloud computing environment? API which need to be have many service accessing from one to another. So in that we can communicate from one to another. In that cases we need to use a API. What all are the different area of security management in cloud? There are multiple different areas. There identity management, access management, authentication, authorizations. So these all are the different area of. And the next question is what all are the main cost factors of cloud-based data center? So labor cost, power cost, computing cost, and all will be there. And the next question is how can we measure the cloud-based service? So if you want to measure the cloud-based services, so this is the way where we can manage that. And the next question is how how a traditional data center is different from a cloud environment. So in a traditional data center, cost to increase this scale of computing environment is much higher than cloud computing environment. The next question is how will you optimize availability of your application in a cloud environment? It is important to optimize this ability of an application by implementing disaster recovery strategy. What are the requirement of cloud? What are the requirement for the what is the requirement for implementing AS IaaS strategy in cloud? So mostly have a operating system, networking, cloud models. So these things will be considered for the AWS and cloud component. So whatever the questions we discussed, these all are related for cloud component and then AWS. So AWS will have all the questions we have covered, which is related for real-time interview questions for the freshers and experience. So whatever the important questions was there and basic important questions we discussed based on the 0 to 10 years of experience, either freshers or experience. So if you want this whole whole content, please let me know so that I'll share also. Yeah, thank you.